welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Piper Jasmine and I'm taking you guys along for a little fun get ready with me today. This is my first overnight shift, you guys. I am taking you guys along with me to get ready for my first overnight shift. Really excuse this top, like there's some stains. I had an enchilada earlier today. This is my coffee from this morning. It's currently 4:44 p.m. I went to the gym earlier. My scalp is so itchy. Fun fact about me, I have like chronically dry eyes. Yeah, there's nothing in here. I have chronically dry eyes. So sometimes it's like, it looks like I have tears flowing. So I have these eye drops, but they're out and I didn't go to CVS today to get my refill. So hopefully I'm not out in the trauma bay just like crying. Obviously traumas are sad, so you might be crying, but okay, this looks like a savable contact. I have absolutely no idea what to expect at all, you guys. If you're new to my channel, hey, what's up? My name is Piper. I am a third-year medical student. Do you think I'm gonna put on like just a little bit of makeup so I don't feel like a zombie or someone just offering free labor while I'm at the hospital? I'm sorry, I like so butchered the introduction, but I'm a third-year medical student and I just started surgery rotation 2 weeks ago. This is week number 3 out of 8. Hallelujah, we're almost halfway through. Keyword is that I said almost and I said halfway through. So last week was like my first full week on the floor of surgery and I was on emergency general surgery, and you guys, I did a lot, like assisting initial cystectomy to, you know, assisting in incision and drainage and treatment. Personally, it's just like I don't know if this is stupid, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I had no idea that surgeons did that much work. And that sounds crazy because like obviously surgeons, they do a lot of work. I feel like when you think about surgery and surgeons, you're thinking about people who like cut up inside you and do all the work. That's cool, like that's definitely a lot of work, but I didn't realize like how much procedural work surgery does. And I'm talking about like outside of the OR. For some reason I only thought that they worked in the OR. Basically like they only did procedures that required like the OR. But apparently that's not true. There are a lot of bedside procedures that surgeons do and that I got to assist in. It's primarily what I did all last week, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was on EGS, emergency general surgery, shifts were pretty long, so mad respect to them and those surgeons, but yeah, the shifts are kind of long. They were, you guys, I was walking at least 10k steps all last week. I was like, what the heck? I just was not expecting that for surgery. I thought if anything, like I would be standing a lot because of procedures, but no. I was actually like running, trying to catch up to the residents and stuff because, oh my gosh, they are tiny, but boy, can they walk. They have some legs on them. Anyways, I think the way that school does it, like this rotation does it, is you get to rotate through the different trauma general services. So like I said, I was on GHS last week and now on this week on trauma nights, and that is how we are brought to this video today. And you guys, I'm so nervous. I just have no idea what to expect like on trauma night, especially because I live in Midtown, like smack in the city. So trust me when I say I hear the ambulance often. I'm a believer that there's quite often an emergency. So I'm just like, how bad is tonight gonna be? The craziest, like I didn't really see anything too crazy on GHS. Like I saw that the one surgery, and then a lot of the other stuff on GHS was really just procedural stuff, like I said. So a lot of like in debridements, I saw an STI, but because this is overnight trauma, I'm gonna be in the trauma bay. I am totally expecting like an episode of The Pit, maybe like a hard episode of Grey's Anatomy or something. Also pretty much never wear makeup to the hospital, but I feel like because I've just been like home all day and just chilling, I kind of wanted to feel like I'm doing something And I don't know, maybe looking cute will make my shift go by faster somehow. I don't know. This is my first overnight shift. Like, I definitely tried to nap a little throughout the day. I've also been eating so I can go in with a somewhat full stomach, because when I was on EGS, you guys, surgeons did not eat. They actually laughed at me when I asked about a lunch break. But I like wasn't laughing because I need to eat. I at least needed a warning when I started EGS that they don't eat. But I learned that they don't eat. I'm not really expecting to be able to eat too much on this shift either. I really prioritized making sure that I had this, making sure that I had lunch. I don't really think I'm gonna get to dinner. I might try to munch on like yogurt or something, because I'm still kind of full from my lunch, and like I don't want to go in stuffed by any means. Definitely just want to go in with something in your system, especially when you just don't know when the next time you're gonna be able to eat is. So yeah, I did prioritize that. I'm someone who I can't function if I'm hungry. So they don't really tell us like what we'll be doing on the shift until basically you get there. Like I said, with EGS, I was primarily assisting like the debridements and whatever. I kind of think that just as a student, it's always kind of good to go in taking a little initiative. So typically whenever we walk into a patient's room, I typically just always, you know, glove up and stuff, following the physicians and stuff, because I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like I'm not interested in surgery, and you guys probably know that. So I want to take these opportunities as just like learning experiences and stuff. So I think just going in with at least acting like, you know, you want to participate and help out the visit, that's always good. So like I said, I always just put on some gloves and I assist the patient. Need help moving, I assist the doctor while, you know, they're checking out the patients. I just think it's kind of important to be active, and when you're active, you know, during your rotation and during these settings, it makes it less boring, because, you know, you're kind of you're kind of playing that role in patient care. So you can decide to be a fly in the corner, you know, a fly stuck on the wall, but it probably won't be as fun. I've never had an issue with like physicians getting mad at me for, you know, putting on gloves while in the room, or like helping during the physical exam or during the interview. So I would say just like read the room and try to be a good team player. What I would say. This is just gonna be a very, 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 very simple makeup look. I think you guys saw I just put like a dot under my... Basically on nights this whole week, I don't go back in until I unfortunately do have to work Friday and Saturday night. I do get the rest of the week off, so tomorrow like I'll be on post call, and then Wednesday I have didactics, which is basically like lectures, but it's not being on the floor, so you know, that bad of a life when you're not on the floor. And don't come in Thursday, and then I come in Friday night. I would say the rest of my schedule is pretty chill, which is nice. I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of nervous about like what I'm gonna see, because Atlanta like has the one of the busiest trauma centers in the nation. Like I said, I live in the city as well, so I definitely see a lot of stuff. So I don't know, I'm just like kind of nervous about everything. Even when I was on EGS, I was seeing stuff that I never saw before and felt kind of traumatized and like, whoa, what is this? And you just truly never know what to expect. Let's go in with a little. And since I have started my rotations, I feel like I've really been able to kind of see like inner city life. I'm definitely a suburban girl, I would say. I grew up in middle class family my whole life. I could probably even argue upper class. And it's like the stuff that people come in with is just really sad, and I've definitely been able to see how much the government and the healthcare system truly impacts like patient quality, patient care, and just everything. So I think it's also like, wow, like I feel like I'm probably gonna see some pretty tough stuff because I am in the center of Atlanta. So I think it's also that, not really more so like, oh, what are the residents going to do? More just like, wow, like what kind of night am I about to be going into. So I don't know, but makeup is done. Like I said, you guys, this is gonna be super duper simple. Now it's time to do hair. Now, personally, guys, I have learned so much these past 2 months about being black and your hair in the hospital and in medicine. First, I'm just gonna go in with some dry shampoo because hair is kind of oily. Push that out. So I have a sew-in, I don't know, it's like 24, 26 inches, something like that. And I went to the gym this morning, so that's kind of why my hair's in this state. So I am a straight natural, and like I said, this is a sew-in. And what I have learned about myself is I'm a sweater. I sweat a lot and very easily. So when I go to the hospital, I like to wear a sweatband. It just helps. I just get really overheated when you're running around. Sometimes the OR can be really warm too. And I just think when you're just running around fast, you're walking up and down stairs. I just sweat very easily. So I wear a sweat headband when I go in. Like when I go into a specialty that like I know I'm gonna be walking around a lot, like I definitely had to wear it around for IM because of like walking rounds and everything. But I definitely have to go in with a sweat headband for surgery. So I don't know where one that I really wanted to wear, but I have a couple of different ones. Like I have this one is Nike Dry Sweat. Yeah, this is Dry Sweat, and then pretty sure this is another Nike one that I accidentally tie-dyed. I just got one from Gymshark that I really like. I think that I just washed it and that's why I can't find it. That's annoying because it was like, it's a really good headband because it stretches really far back and stuff, or if your leave out kind of extends, which mine does. So that's a little annoying, but it's whatever. I think I'm just gonna go in with the dry fit sweat. I'm just gonna go in with the dry fit sweatband then. I was gonna leave like around 5:30, about less than 10 minutes away from the hospital. However, it's like almost 6 o'clock, and that is prime time Atlanta traffic. I actually didn't wash my hair this weekend. And I wash my hair pretty much every Sunday, but I figured because I was going in this night shift, I might wash it like night or later on this week since I don't have to be back until Friday. Now you can sometimes too what I'll do is I'll put a second headband on. Like if I want some color or something, I'll add a second headband on. I might go in with this taupey kind of color. We actually have like specific scrubs that we're supposed to wear as well. Fun. The scrubs are like, I actually like the color of the scrubs. It's like a mauve kind of pink color. You can put that on as well. I think it just kind of makes it cuter. Personally, I like to make sure like my band is really covering where like some of my hair is just prone to sweat. Don't really care if people see the two bands. Just need my hair out of the way. Might do like my edges tucked in because I'm not doing that. Like sometimes the black is just boring. And I like to kind of go in with a headband because I like for my hair to be out of my way. It's 5:13, so we're making some good timing. Just taking like a wax stick. It's down. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Got To Be too, where I just place that wax. I don't go in too heavy with that because I don't like how it makes my hair feel. I just want some of those flyaways to stay down so I don't look stupid. My edges back a little. Okay, I'm gonna put on this taupe headband. I think I want to put my hair up actually. I'll just twist my hair up. Now it's time to put on these students. Okay, I think I lied and I'm going back in with the ponytail. And these are the student scrubs. It's just like this mauve kind of color. Like I said, I like the color, so it's whatever to me. One thing that I had to learn quickly my first day as well was that you need compression socks. Unless you're trying to have varicose veins and scary feet ulcers, you need some compression socks. Hey guys, so this was my first get ready with me. This was my get ready with me for my first overnight surgery shift. If you guys are curious about how some of my rotations are going, make sure to comment down all your questions down below. I would love to do a Q&A soon. So yeah, wish me luck. Hopefully I can get through these 12 hours safely, and hopefully 6 a.m. will be here before I know it. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.